So when I'm doing a demo, I always tell the customer, number one, this is a home screen you need to be in to inject. You know that because you can see 2 syringes, saline and contrast. The next screen is program, where all your protocols are stored. You can store up to 100 protocols by name, and you can also associate them with the body word. Meaning, if you start with number 1 and put in head or brain, whichever you want to call it, label it brain, press enter, you come over to the actual flow rates and volume. Start with your flow rate. For typical brain, you could do 2.0 at 100 mLs, followed by saline. If you notice now it has a C, I'm gonna hit C to change this to saline, which becomes an S. The same flow rate, 2.0 at 25. And that's my protocol for my brain. I now can hit the select button and I'm ready to fill my injector. So if we go inside the room and the injectors sit, it's ready to load. The protocol that you have just built should be displayed here. So I get my syringes, we'll load them in, close the door, and we need to send them up. So select dual initialize. I'll know the pistons are moving because I have a blue light flashing light here. When they get to the designated point, they will automatically stop. While these are being filled, the technologists can be getting, if they have IVP, they can be getting the contrast and saline ready to fit on top of the syringes. So I'm at that point now. 2 ways that you can fill the injector. You can do dual fill, meaning if I go dual fill, I have to put in the numbers that I want for the contrast amount. If I put 100, continue to kick it over to saline and fill it that way. Or I can do protocol fill, meaning that it will automatically fill based on the protocol that you built. So I'm gonna do protocol fill. If you see the pistons come up and down, that's auto purge, getting all of the air out of the top of the syringes and eliminating any air gaps. My protocol calls for 100 ml, so I'm going to get 7 extra over on the contrast side, 25 extra over on the saline side, which will allow me to do a test patency of the veins. So I fill my syringes. I'm ready now to hit purge line. Purge line will take me and purge all the air out of the tips of the syringe and through the line. When that's complete, I can now tilt the injector head down. It has to be 45 degrees, 15 degrees below horizontal. If you do not have that and it's halfway, you'll get a message to tilt up or tilt down. So make sure that it's tilted all the way down. I am now ready, before I hit the arm button, to do saline advance. As long as I hold saline advance down, I can feel and palpate at the site. It's a dead man switch. When I release, it stops. If that's good, the scanner's ready to go. I can now arm the injector. I'm gonna get a solid blue light again. The system just gave me a prompt that the system is armed and ready to go. I am now ready to press run.
Injection in progress.
If I'm at the remote and I see this little heart button, the heart means saline jump. If I have the designated amount of contrast, say if I had 150 loaded, but I only needed to give 100, I don't need to go into a panic mode. I can just wait till it get to that 100, hit the little heart button, and jump it over to saline. Saline will now be going in at the same rate that you injected your contrast with.
System is
So
stopped.
when you're complete, you go back in the room, disconnect from your patient, tilt the injector back up, remove your tubing from the syringes, hit replace syringe, select dual or single. In this case, we're using dual. Hold the screen till the screen changes, and let the pistons come all the way down before you can open the door. That's it.